Assalamu alaikum. First of all, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to make a website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So this project is submitted to Muhammad Shahabuddin Joni sir. Okay. So now let's dive into the actual project. So this is my web page. Here it is a very simple web page. I just cut down all the complexity from our website. Let's make a simple general website. So in this website, here the first thing, this white color background row is navigation bar. There are some menus or links and a search bar. Here it is the hero section, we say, or focus section. Just it is the intro part of our website, what it does. And the last but not the least, it is the footer section of our website. Okay, it is very simple, not so much stylish, but it's simple. Now next, I have a page called blogs, where I put my blogging sections. So here it is my blogging page. So even in every page there are same navigation bar, but in blog page there are two sides, or two column page basically. So this left part of the website is our main or content area, where we put our blogs, and this is created using Bootstrap Flexbox. On the other hand, in the right part, there are some widgets, like searching a blog post or anything, then a latest post widgets and categories and some tag. Okay. Then the next part I used about us section. The simple about us section, what we do, a simple idea, and our team member I've used. I've not given so many complex things here. Then next part is a registration. This registration also made by Bootstrap, default, no extra CSS added here. It is also works with validation, like if I submit it, we just get all the problems with find here. If I just add something here like name Karim, then we will see that error will be gone. One is gone. Again, if we give a valid email, now if we try to register again, we'll see that password should be at least 8 characters. It means our password field cannot be empty anyway. So if I give 2 3 and 1 2 3, okay, we can see that password should be at least 8 character, but I've used 3 characters, so let's give 8 character, and here let's a different character. Okay, so password confirmation does not matches here, because here I've done some mistakes. So let's confirm this thing. Okay, then yes, registration successful. Okay, so this is how I done validation. I'll show validation in later. Next, it's a login form. It's very simple as a registration form. The service, it's just a demo menu. There are nothing we could do here. Okay, so now let's dive into part of my site. In my site, I basically done 4 pages. One is index, then blog, about, and registration and login. Okay, so here in this page, we can see that in index There are basically three parts website: a header, a main part, and footer part. In header, there are navigation menus. I've added a lot of navigation menus here. Okay. Uh, I missed it. Um, and these are fully responsive. Then it is our navigation part. In Bootstrap class, there are neighbor classes. I use that class for navigation purpose. Then there are a banner section. There are some code I've made my own, and some are by Bootstrap classes. Very simple. And the footer part is also very simple part. Okay. Then in blogs, there are basically a two-column page. Though it shows it's looking like a four-column page, but three-column page, but it is two-column page because in a row there are two columns only. One is what is MD8 and 4. I take 8 part of 12 and 4 part of 12 for sidebar, and 8 part of 12 for a main section where I put the blogs. Then in the about us section, there are the very simple things: navigation bars and content, that means intro areas and our member areas. Then registration, there are I've used very same as before, but here just I've used a form and given an ID for some validation, and very simply I've just used deflex of Bootstrap classes for styling my forms. Okay, so let's how does it validate the forms. I've just used add two variable form and submit button. So if I click registration, if I click a register, then it should refresh the page, but in my case the page will not be refreshed because I've used a method called prevent default. It's used only when I submit something, that it default submit, which will lead us to a refresh page. So we just prevent the thing here, and then we have take the form from that query and submit button from the query too. So when the button is clicked, I've added event listener, that when the button is clicked, then I've taken some data object, name, email, pass, and confirmation pass. On the other hand, I take error array where I put all my errors. Then it is for refresh purpose. Just in every single click, I am just refreshing or emptying the error messages. That's all. Then here, if the name is a number, then it is we should know that a name could not be a number. So that's why we have add validation here for name number. Then I've add the name should be at least 4 character. A name could not be less than 4 character and not more than 15 characters. So I've add validation here too. Then I've added a validate email. It's very easy. If I have done validate email here, it could look like a complex. So I've create a new function here for the test purpose. The function here just checks if the email is validate. Okay. Then I've also checked that the password length should be at least 8 character, and we also check that the confirmation password is not empty, and also check that the password that confirms the password both matches. Okay, if all that does perfectly, or if we get every error message, we just look through all these messages and just pin those things up above the our form. On the other hand, if we don't have any error message, we just alert that session successful, then that it is. So then come to the login page. So login page is also as simple as registration page. I have not added any extra code of error, just I've modified some of my previous uh, text fields for login pages, and that is what we can see now. This is the web page. So web page. So thank you very much.